My name is Mahlahlani, the principal of Dikubu Primary School in Nabomspruit Circuit in the Waterberg district of Limpopo. I am here as a leader who has got a vision for this school because I want this school to be the best performing in the country, and I want it to compete nationally and internationally. What I also have for the vision as the vision for this school is I want to produce the world-class global citizens who can easily participate in the global market. That's the kind of learners that we envisage producing at this particular school. Thank you. As a leader, you need to always lead on your toes. That's how I call it. Leading on your toes is you need not be selfish with whatever knowledge and skills that you have. Because once you become saturated with knowledge and skills, but you don't share with your colleagues, that knowledge will not be very useful to anybody around you. So by that, I introduced different leadership styles or strategies where I distribute responsibilities to different members of staff based on their capabilities and expertise. And in the past, before COVID hit, I started this program called Shadow Principal, where I initiated that what if tomorrow I'm not here and nobody knows what I was doing? What if I stay here for so long and these people are not be able to be promoted to be principals because I'm still here? How will they gain knowledge? Because they must go apply for posts elsewhere. So I started this project called Shadow Principal. In a month, I'll randomly appoint any educator to say, this is your month, you are the principal, lead us. If you have anything that you had in mind that one day if I can be a principal, I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, do that thing. And once the person comes and says, principal, I'm thinking of doing 1, 2, 3, I appoint that person as the project manager to say, you are the project manager, it's your baby, make sure it succeeds. And let me tell you, no one wants to see their project failing. Once they implement it, they want to see it grow. And when the project becomes successful, who benefits? The school, the learners, and everybody around us. I have these ideas and get a person who has got the skills to say, can you come up with this? So it's always good as a leader if you have your deeply lying internal images, which we call personal visions, and then you start sharing with other people, and they will make your work very easy. So based on that, Prof, I think the issue of developing your staff must be at the center. I remember 2 days ago, I had a staff session because there are posts available now. And when we go out there to do interviews and shortlistings, we realize that there are educators, colleagues of us who don't know how to apply. So I took them through the processes. This is how we must apply. These are the documents that are necessary, so that you are able to see why were you shortlisted or why were you not shortlisted. So after that session, the educators became so thankful to say we didn't know, because we kept asking ourselves, why are we not shortlisted? Because you don't have 1, 2, 3. So I think, and maybe if you look at on your right there are 2 photos. Certificates which we won as the best clean, and the school by that time, that was 2019, at the district we obtained position 1, they gave us 110,000, and at the province we obtained position 2, they gave us 70,000. So that money, they said, no, it's for you to upgrade your kitchen, your entrances, and all these things. If you see, there's other developments out here. So these things just happened because we established vegetable gardens, where in the veggies, when they are ready for harvest, we give them to the kids and then to eat, so that you're supplying them with fresh food and supplementing what the department is doing. Those are some of the things that I did. We established, I think 3 years back, an ICT team. The composition of the team was, I had this educator who is very skilled, because in leadership, when you want to grow and develop people, you start looking around people around your circle to see who has got those expertise that I need before going out. So I utilized that educator's expertise and established an ICT team. So he's heading that ICT team. And then I said, fortunately, in all the grades, you find that there is 1 or 2 educators who are computer literate. So we say, in every grade, that one person forms part of the team. So that if there is information that he or she needs to assist other educators within that group, then he's able to do it from that. So it started working very well, and then we started training these educators and so on. So besides that, the team, as and when COVID hit, and then we were introduced to Zoom, we were introduced to Microsoft Teams and so on. So I also introduced the staff to that, to say this will be the only platform that we'll be using moving forward. If all of us get to that level of ICT technology usage, then we'll be starting to communicate via Zoom and so on. So we can hold our meetings from anywhere, any time of the day, so long we have data in our with our devices. And if it's within the school, it will be very easy because we'll be having the computer, the laptops will be connected to the Wi-Fi. And I remember January to April, I couldn't be at work because I had a breakdown. I couldn't walk, I couldn't drive, I couldn't do anything. So I couldn't work for the 4 months, but I was able to communicate with them from home. And when it's SGB meetings, they said, no, we can't hold the SGB meeting because you are at home. I said, no problem. These days we can. So I arranged Zoom meetings where I was holding SGB meetings from home, and then they were attending here because the school needs to run. Decision has to be taken. You can't spend money if those projects have not been taken as a decision by the SGB. So on that basis, they were able to see that this thing is real, it's working, because without moving, we can talk and take decisions. So those were the platforms that I introduced to the staff. Thank you.